Sleep is often treated as something optional, something we fit into whatever time remains after the day is finished. But after the age of 40, sleep quietly becomes one of the most important foundations of long-term health. Many people begin to notice that rest is no longer effortless. Falling asleep may take longer. Waking during the night becomes more common, and mornings may not feel as restorative as they once did. These changes can feel frustrating, but they are not a personal failure, and they are not necessarily a sign that something is wrong. They reflect normal shifts in biology, lifestyle, and nervous system sensitivity that come with age. Understanding these shifts can help people work with their bodies rather than against them, supporting both better sleep and healthier aging over time. Sleep is not simply the absence of wakefulness. It is an active process during which the brain and body perform essential maintenance. During rest, the nervous system recalibrates, memory is consolidated, and the immune system adjusts. The body engages in repair processes that are difficult to replicate while awake. Over many years, consistent sleep disruption can influence energy, mood, focus, and resilience. This is one reason sleep is increasingly viewed as a cornerstone of longevity. It does not guarantee perfect health, but it supports the systems that help a body adapt, recover, and remain balanced as the decades progress. After 40, the structure of sleep often changes. Deep sleep stages may become shorter, and sleep can become lighter and more fragmented. The brain becomes more responsive to environmental signals, such as noise, temperature shifts, and light exposure. Stress hormones may also follow different patterns. Cortisol, associated with alertness, can remain elevated later into the evening for some individuals, while melatonin, which helps signal nighttime, may decline or shift earlier. These changes can make sleep feel more delicate. What once had little impact, such as a late meal or a bright screen, may now interfere with rest more noticeably. The good news is that sleep is highly responsive to rhythm and environment. Small, consistent habits can create powerful improvements over time, especially when the goal is not perfection, but support. One of the most effective ways to support sleep after 40 is through stability and rhythm. The human body thrives on predictable patterns. Going to bed and waking up at roughly the same time each day helps stabilize the circadian system. This does not require rigid perfection, but gentle consistency strengthens the signals that guide sleep and wakefulness. Irregular schedules can create misalignment, making it harder for the brain to anticipate rest. Morning light exposure is another key factor. Natural light early in the day helps anchor the internal clock, reinforcing alertness during daytime hours and promoting sleepiness later at night. Even a short period of outdoor light within the first hour after waking can improve circadian alignment. In contrast, excessive artificial light at night can delay the body's natural transition into rest. This does not mean screens must be eliminated, but reducing brightness, using warmer lighting, and choosing calmer evening activities can support a smoother shift into sleep. Sleep is also influenced by the nervous system's ability to downshift. Modern life often keeps the brain in a state of constant stimulation. Work demands, emotional stress, and continuous information intake can maintain alertness long into the evening. Creating a gentle boundary between day and night is one of the most valuable habits for midlife wellness. This can include dimming lights, reducing intense conversations late at night, listening to calm audio, or engaging in a quiet routine that signals the end of the day. The goal is not to force sleep, but to create conditions where rest becomes more likely. Temperature regulation plays a subtle role as well. To fall asleep, the body must lower its core temperature slightly. Cooler sleeping environments often support this process, especially as the natural cooling response becomes less efficient with age. Small adjustments, such as breathable bedding or a slightly cooler room, can help the body transition into rest. Nutrition timing can also affect sleep depth. Heavy meals close to bedtime may increase discomfort or interfere with nighttime rest. Caffeine sensitivity tends to increase with age, and caffeine can remain active in the body for many hours. People who previously tolerated late afternoon coffee may find that it now disrupts sleep. Shifting caffeine earlier in the day and choosing lighter evening meals can support more stable rest. Physical movement during the day supports sleep quality by building natural sleep pressure. Regular activity helps regulate metabolism, circulation, and stress responses. This does not require intense workouts. Walking, gentle strength training, or mobility exercises can be sufficient. Stress management is deeply connected to sleep after 40. The mind often becomes more active at night when the day finally becomes quiet. Thoughts about responsibilities, relationships, or future concerns may surface. This is normal. What matters is learning how to respond gently rather than with frustration. Simple practices such as slow breathing, journaling, or quiet reflection can help the nervous system release tension. Over time, the brain learns that nighttime is not a continuation of daytime problem solving, but a period of restoration. It is also important to release unrealistic expectations. Many adults compare their current sleep to their sleep in youth and assume something has been lost permanently. In reality, sleep evolves, and the goal is adaptation rather than reversal. Waking briefly during the night is common, and it does not mean sleep has failed. The body still benefits from rest cycles even when awareness increases. Protecting sleep is one of the most meaningful investments in long-term well-being. It does not require expensive gadgets or extreme routines. It requires steady alignment with the body's changing needs. Over the long term, these choices accumulate. Better nights lead to better days, and better days reinforce better nights. Sleep becomes an anchor for longevity, not because it promises dramatic transformation, but because it supports the body's natural capacity to repair, adapt, and thrive.